Ever since containerization transformed the way we transport goods, the international freight and logistics industry has been laser-focused on greater efficiencies and optimizations. Håkan Nilsson and his team at Zinnovate International have been helping the industry get faster, cheaper and more technologically enabled. He joins me now. First, why focus on the global freight industry? What is it about this sector that's so compelling for you?
I find the global freight industry extremely exciting as it provides an opportunity to work bridging over distances in space, time and particularly bridging over differences in culture. It's a truly global industry and that is a very challenging environment, but it's also very rewarding. Secondly, the global freight industry is a very conservative industry, yet under a heavy reshaping through digitization. That provides ample opportunity for people that can combine visionary thinking with in-depth know-how of the industry.
Because you do have this in-depth understanding of the industry, it allows you to work across the sector, improving different elements of it. Tell me more.
We are all about helping our customers transform from local to global optimization. We do that across systems, processes and organization. Most of our competitors focus on just one area, but I firmly believe that you can only reap the true rewards if you actually do this across all these areas holistically. Where we can bring to the table is on the one hand this very deep specialization, but also an overall understanding of interdependencies so that we create rules and targets that are in harmony rather than are in contradiction.
Give me some examples then of the way you've applied this holistic understanding to help some recent clients.
In the freight forwarding industry, even if people are talking about having one and the same system globally, it may be across 50 different databases, and then you're facing enormous challenges interfacing between systems. So first of all, the most important thing is to pick the right system that would enable you to create these global processes. And then of course you design the processes, but you also need to bring people from the floor, because otherwise you will fail in execution. People will not feel that they own the project. And for us as consultants, this is also very important. The transfer of know-how from our experienced consultants to the customer. So the customer themselves and the customer team is then capable of driving further improvements and is actually getting independent of us external consultants. It's what I wanted when I was buying these services for 20 plus years. And I think it's also equally rewarding for us because it gives me joy to see other people grow. And I've also learned that the more you give, the more you get. It sounds like a fluffy thing, but there is truth in that. When people are sharing, they are also receiving, and it spins off in a very positive spiral.
You work, as you said, across systems, processes and organizations, but geographical reach is also very important.
It is a success necessity. It is simply not good enough to be brilliant in one part of the world and fall flat in other areas. The reason we have a global partner network is global optimization by definition requires you to have a global presence. And of course in that the diversity of our team is fantastic. We both in terms of gender, age and culture, and it's fantastic having inputs from people of different mindsets. You will arrive at a better result, but it also brings an element where you within the team are challenging yourself because somebody brings something up that's for them is almost self-evident, but from somebody from a bit of a cultural distance that's unheard of. Then you get into a little bit of a challenging game, and eventually that game turns out you're operating at a higher level.
And what's next for Zinnovate?
So we want to accelerate the growth of our partner network, but we're also in that process very mindful we will not do that at the expense of quality. In the process there are three very important pillars. Number one is synergetic value for the customer. Most consultancy firms in partnership focus on partner revenue synergies. To me that it must be the other way around. It must start with the customer. Secondly, personal chemistry. Business is never business to business. Business is always human to human. Unless the personal chemistry and mutual understanding and trust is there, a partnership will never be long lasting. The third pillar is the ability to execute, distinguishing us from some high-flying consultancy firms in this cloud of vision and mission statements, but we work with people that are doers getting the job done is what makes the difference. And finally, in terms of what's next, it is not to lose that element of joy, to continue to have fun on the journey.
Håkan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to zinnovate.se, that's Zinnovate, to find out more about Håkan and his team. Please subscribe to be notified of our latest videos, and as always, for the latest business, finance and strategic insights transforming Europe, hop over to europeanceo.com.